Is tracking nutrition important? Recently, I've been getting a lot of comments from guys asking me, Alex, what's the point of counting my calories, my macros, doing portion control if gaining muscle mass naturally increases my appetite? Surely, if my appetite increases, I'll be in the right amount of calories at the end of the day, right? Because now I gotta accommodate this new body by eating more. So, wouldn't you say that there's no point in counting calories, macros, etc., just because your appetite's naturally gonna increase? Therefore, it's just gonna be balanced out? This is an argument that I've been hearing a lot. Now, listen up, man. In theory, this could work because let's be honest here, right? When you become a lifter, say goodbye to the sedentary lifestyle of eating 2,000 calories a day. Those days are over for you, my friend. Welcome to 3,000 land, 4,000 land, and even 5,000 land for some of you guys. This is a place where you pretty much gotta eat like crazy. That's what bodybuilders are known for. That's what lifters are known for. We could eat a lot of fucking food. I mean, hell, just go to the buffet. Whenever I go to buffet with my bodybuilding buddies, we raid the fucking place completely. We have like 6, 7 plates, massive. People are just looking at us like we're fucking crazy. But that's the benefit of embarking this lifting lifestyle. So it kind of does make sense that you wouldn't have to count, right? Given the fact that your appetite is going to increase. Yes, that might be true, but at the same time, there's a lot of guys who are not going to benefit from this advice, particularly hard gainers and guys who gain weight very easily. Because what's going to happen is this, right? With the hard gainer, basically a guy who has a low appetite, increasing his muscle mass is not going to do that much. What's going to happen is he's going to be in a calorie deficit or calorie maintenance. I don't give a fuck what you tell me. He's just going to end up lean. He's going to keep a six-pack. He's going to stay ripped. And guess what? He's going to have recovery issues. He's not going to be progressing at an optimal rate. He's not going to gain weight. These are the same motherfuckers you hear saying, man, I eat so much food. And then you ask them, do you track? And they're like, no, but I eat a lot. I had a pizza last night, so I eat a lot of food. That's what these guys say, man. But it's like, dude, if you actually track your shit, you'll find out that a lot of you guys don't eat as much as you think. And that's why I'm kind of opposed to the idea of just relying on your natural appetite according to increased muscle mass. Look, you're going to get a bit of benefits. Like if you do a long session of cardio, if you do some squats, some deadlifts, a full body session, you're going to be fucking hungry. But you can't just rely on that, especially if you're a hard gainer. You're not going to eat. The point is this. If you're a hard gainer, man, you have to force feed. Welcome to force feeding land. I know what it's like. I've been there too. I used to be 120 pounds. Guys don't believe me. They see me now. They see a jacked manlet, and they're like, man, this guy must have always been like this. But it's like, no, dude. I had to force feed myself. And gaining all this muscle, although, yes, it did increase my appetite, was not enough. And you know what? I want to ask you guys the following question. Why the fuck would you gamble with one of the most important variables in gaining muscle? Seriously, why would you gamble with that? You've all heard the saying, train, eat, sleep, right? So why are you going to get rid of one of the most important variables by just saying, okay, I'm going to rely on my appetite? You'd be very surprised. A lot of you guys are going to fuck this up. Same thing for the fatter dudes. If you're obese or if you're, like, let's say above 20% body fat, right? And you try cutting and you just rely on your own natural appetite, you're going to have some problems, dude. You are going to have some problems. There's guys who could fucking bulk on there's guys who could bulk on clean foods. There's guys who could bulk on clean foods while doing cardio. I'm serious, man. I've done it myself. So you ask a fat guy to just rely on his appetite, that's a recipe for disaster because number one, he has an increased muscle mass. He already has a high appetite. And now you're saying, okay, just eat normally because you got more muscle. It's not going to turn out well, man. The guy is going to gain too much body fat, whereas the skinny guy is going to get no body fat. You see what I'm saying? So the skinny guy is just going to stay ripped, and the fat guy is just going to get fucking fatter. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm kind of opposed to this idea. I mean, the concept is cute, you gain more muscle, therefore you could eat more, therefore fuck counting calories, fuck counting macros, all that. But in actuality, it has lots of problems. It's not a guaranteed method. It's too much of a gamble. Some guys are going to benefit off this advice. Maybe average guys, maybe guys who they got lucky, they have average appetites, they're not too fat, they're not too lean. Maybe they could benefit from this. But everybody else, and I want to say like most guys, you're going to have some problems because the fat dudes are going to gain too much weight. The skinny guys are going to stay too ripped. So my honest advice, guys, is to at least count something. At least portion control, calorie count, or macro that shit. One of the three. Personally, I don't count macros because I eat 100% clean year round. But I do count calories. I always make sure that I'm getting my daily requirements. Because if I'm in a calorie deficit, I'm not going to build any fucking muscle for the most part. And if I'm in a maintenance, I'm not going to reach the bare mode status. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, man. Like even for me, guys, I'm an advanced lifter. I've been doing this shit for a long time now. If I follow this advice, I'm going to hover around 175, 180 for the rest of my life. Well, not the rest of my life, but as long as I have all this muscle mass, you know what I'm saying? So even a guy like me has got to force feed. I have to force feed. I have to count my shit. I got to make sure I'm on point. So the point of this video is this, guys. Don't gamble with your nutrition. This advice may work for you temporarily. If you're a novice lifter, you're a beginner, you're trying to recon, might work. But if you have very specific goals, very specific strength goals, you're trying to bulk into a new weight class, you're trying to cut down, like, I wouldn't listen to this advice, man. It's too much of a gamble. It's not specific enough. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down below. Do you agree with this advice? Do you have any other suggestions? Let me hear it. And with that, I will talk to you all next time.